The trade deficit expanded by more than 16% in July to $32 billion. That's the biggest month-to-month increase in more than 10 years. This as President Obama considers new trade protection measures in a controversial case involving Chinese imports. White House correspondent Wendell GOLER reports.
To workers making tires in America, it's a classic case of watching jobs be shipped overseas. A rising flood of cheap Chinese-made imports, their union leaders say, are crowding American tires off the shelves.
We've lost 7,000 of those jobs across the country since China has surged into our market and undercut our prices.
The Steelworkers Union, which represents tire makers, won an International Trade Commission ruling that slaps 3 years of tariffs on China for the so-called surge in imports. The White House has about a week to decide how to deal with it, but is giving no hint now.
And as we get closer to that deadline, we'll have more on that.
The tires are actually made for U.S. companies with China's cheaper labor and materials, and neither the companies nor the dealers who sell the tires support the tariffs, which experts say would cost more jobs than they save.
More jobs would be lost in the retail end of the tire industry if this decision is made than would be gained in the manufacturing end of the tire industry if this decision is made.
Politically, the president will have to choose between big labor, which supported his campaign, and big business, which may not have. But union leaders say politics plays no part.
It's important that when we have a safeguard that says China agreed to play by these rules, that we actually enforce those rules.
Actually, the rules under which the Bush administration brought China into the World Trade Organization are flexible, and former officials say privately the Chinese were told the anti-surge rule wasn't likely to be enforced. President Obama will have to act days before another summit of the world's 20 richest nations, where he's likely to repeat this warning.
We have to reject protectionism and accelerate our efforts to support emerging markets.
Experts say imposing the tariffs would send the wrong message.
For the president to take this kind of decision, I think, would undermine American credibility on trying to revive the global economy.
Not just tire companies, but automakers, farmers, and food companies have also weighed in against imposing the tariffs. They're afraid the Chinese will retaliate and they'll get burned. At the White House, Wendell GOLER, Fox News.